before we move on and talk about other issues, Eamon, I know you're going to give us a bet for the Punters Council. Is there a bit of value or somewhere that we can win a few quid for a charity over the weekend, with so much uncertainty about how serious some teams might approach the weekend, these games?
Yeah, Tottenham and Crystal Palace would be a double that might yield a few bob, but it's not easy to make money in the Premier League because the sides you'd really fancy are at ridiculously short prices, and that's not the way to bet. So I would say Spurs and Crystal Palace, both at home, and for different reasons, would want to win the games. Particularly Spurs put a horrendous result against West Brom behind them. So that would be my double. It's hard to make money at this stage in the season on this day because everyone's kicking off at the same time. A lot of guys are on holidays in their head, and so you get some bizarre results on this particular day of the season. It's the last day of the season in the Premier League. Most of the big issues are decided, so look out. Yeah. Keep your money in your pocket, Damien.
But as I always do, but it's romanticism, Eamon, isn't it? Like it's romanticism gone nuts. I sat down last week and listened to the press conferences, and it's the same mantra about let's give the fans something to send them off with for the weekend until we're back in August or September. And even this week, Everton, let's get a result to send Wayne Rooney off to the States. Like I thought we'd gone beyond the point where the MLS had become the retirement home for lads looking to top up their pension.
Yeah, I was surprised that Wayne Rooney was going to America, but maybe he wants a lifestyle change, and maybe he doesn't want to live with Big Sam anymore and see a bit of the world. I mean, Wayne Rooney is very comfortably off financially, and I think each of those American clubs are allowed to sign 2 players for serious money. The rest of the players have to be. It's a terrible league, but they are trying to make soccer happen. But it's not. I watch them sometimes when I can't sleep, and you get to sleep real quick.
I was gonna say the same thing. But
it's like watching Man United then.
Yeah, but Kevin, like you look at it from the MLS perspective. They've already taken Zlatan to top his pension up. Now Wayne Rooney is on the way as well. But you'd wonder, like, does Rooney not have someone around him who can say, Wayne, time is catching up on you like it does with us all, and why not just head off into retirement with dignity rather than just going to cash in?
There's a £2 million a year deal out there, and Paul Stretford, his agent, is probably going to be rubbing his hands, jumping for joy. I spoke to Kevin Doyle about the MLS at length, and he would tell you that it's not as bad as we all think. But I look at some of the defending, and honestly, I mean, it's amateur levels, because what they do, they put their 3 main sort of designated players, I think they call them, into the big wage packets, and then the rest of them, they're always going to go for the forward players there, and the rest of them are basically club local players. And when you've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic playing against a non-league sort of defender, it's not going to work out too well, and the defending is just awful. And Rooney may well look half decent out there, but I think even at that level, Rooney is a sort of spent force in the game, and I don't think his desire is gone. I think it's just his body has given up on him, and I think it is time for him to call it quits. But we'll see him in the States at DC United. Let's see if anybody cares when he gets there. From the reaction I've seen from some in America in recent days, I don't think they're that bothered whether Wayne Rooney gets there. Not as much of an impact as Zlatan has had in LA so far.
He might get to meet the Donald. There's nothing undignified about $2 million a year or more. Yeah. Damien, we should be so lucky.
Well, but I know it's all. But it's. I was about to completely dismiss the notion of earning $2 million a year. But it's all relative. If you're someone of like this sounds horrendous. What's $2 million to Wayne Rooney, Eamon?
No, I think probably I like Wayne Rooney, and I admire his wife as well. I think she's a smashing, sensible woman. I have to put up with an awful lot of stuff from media and that. Maybe they just want to take their kids. They seem to be, family people. Take the kids, see America, do something different for 2 or 3 years. Steven Gerrard went to LA. Beckham went. Ibrahimovic is there. He might be the next president, actually, if you think about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a new experience, and I think it's fine. Wayne Rooney has been a marvellous player. In the Premier League era, he's been one of the greats. and he's given us a lot, so he can do what he wants.
Okay.
And I'm sure, he's had a tough time at Everton, but the club is going through a rough patch. I don't think he was always treated very well by Alex Ferguson the way he should have been. I like Wayne Rooney. I respect him. I think he was a terrific player, and if he wants to go to Washington, let him go.
That's it. Yeah, well, come here. Who am I to castigate a man for any decision he makes?